Mr. Cannonier, congratulations on your new role. Tell me how it feels to have taken on this new role in the circumstances that have developed over recent days.
Yeah, well, I think I, in my speech just earlier, said a bit of deja vu. This certainly is my second time around being the opposition leader, but I am excited about the future for Bermuda. I am excited about the team that came together to ask me to take on this role, and the enthusiasm in the room I haven't seen for quite some time.
You thanked Jean Atherton earlier for her tenure over the past year or so. Why do you think it was time for a change? Why was there no confidence in her continuing as the opposition leader?
Well, I think that we had noticed and seen that we were still limping along in the House of Assembly. It seemed and appeared that we were not still answering to the questions that needed to be answered to the public. There seemed to be a bit of lethargy there, and I think that members of the party were coming together to say, listen, it's time now to start a new course, and I've answered to the call.
Can we expect you now to be to make yourself in place as the new OBA party leader as well as opposition leader?
Yeah, that course has to take its place. I think there's some confusion out there right now. I think there's been some misleading statements to say that members of the OBA party, MPs of the OBA, did not follow the Constitution. I would not be standing before you as the opposition leader today if we did not follow Bermuda's Constitution. That mandate has been fulfilled, and now we are seeking out to fulfill the OBA's mandate, its constitution, and having a leader elected. We'll do that, and we'll move on from there.
And if and when you become party leader, what changes do you hope to see made within the party over the coming months and years? We'll
speak to that when I become the leader.
Do you expect for all the sitting MPs to remain in place, or do you think there may be some resignations on the cards?
I can't speak for individuals, whether or not there will be resignations. It is my hope that we will all sit down together and work out a chart going forward. I am about collective agreement, but certainly we know that some changes needed to be made.
Do you think those changes will be specific to UBP party members, former UBP?
Well, if you're asking me to respond to the article that's in the paper today, all I have to say is everyone is entitled to their opinion. At this time, I am the opposition leader. I won't be speaking to any of the OBA matters until that leadership is sorted out.
And is it an opportune time to bring in new blood or people that we've seen before, the likes of Nick Kemp, Andrew Simons, bring them back?
Well, certainly we have already seen with the announcement of myself being the opposition leader an enthusiasm around the table, people already coming to the OBA wanting to sign up, and I hope that that will continue. This has always been about getting people into the room. In 2011, we had a whirlwind of people seeking out an opportunity to see some new politics in the island. That's what I'm about, and new politics will happen with new people coming into the room.
Sure thing. And with regards to things that have happened in the past, you made a humble apology to the country over what's been dubbed, I suppose, the Jetgate affair. Can you expand on that a little? I think you said you'd made an error of judgment in the past. I think you've referred to it as perhaps being tricked by some other politicians or advisors. Can you let us know what you mean by those, please?
Well, there'll certainly be more details coming forthwith, and you'll see that in probably the next coming weeks and the next coming months. Unfortunately, I took a plane ride in the interest of a hotel, and it all became about gaming. And unfortunately, that is what it still is all about, and I will not hold any words, but for now I'll keep my mouth shut, but there will be information coming forthwith.
Do you feel it's a matter then that you have to address and be as transparent as you can be over the next few weeks and months so that it can be put to bed?
Well, let me just say this here. I was always transparent. I always spoke to the issue. The one thing that I have learned about Bermudians, though, is they like details, and I overlooked a very minor detail that I thought, quite frankly, didn't matter, and that was taking a friend on the plane as well. And so that is a valuable lesson to have learned. So I stand before you as an experienced politician, understanding that Bermudians like details, and that will never ever happen again.
And I understand there's still a police investigation ongoing with regards to some of the issues around that. Can you tell me anything about that? Is that something that you're actively involved in at the moment, or providing information to the police?
Now, you know as a reporter that it would be a shame if I answered to that, and it's an open investigation.
Is that a no comment?
Like I said, you would know that.
No problem. Thank you very much for your time this morning, Mr. Cannonier, and all the best for the future.
Cheers. Thank you very much, Fiona.